Hey friends, and welcome back to another video. So this year for Christmas, I decided I was going to hand letter all of our Christmas cards, and this is one of the designs that I came up with. So today I'm going to be showing you how I did it. Here are the supplies I used. I just got some blank card and envelope sets from Michael's. They came in a 40 pack, and I think it was around $10. And then I have 3 of these Tombow dual brush pens. But I only use the fine tip side for them, so you definitely don't need these specific markers. Just any fine tip markers will work. I have a red, a green, and then this mustard kind of gold color. And then I also have this Crayola marker, which is also a brush marker, but it has 2 ends. The side that I'm using is worn off, but it's kind of like a sea green color. And then I have a pencil and 2 of these Prismacolor Premier pens. This is a size 03, and this is the one we'll be using for our lettering. And this is a really fine one, size 005. We'll be using that one for the detailing of the artwork at the end. Alright, so first we're just going to go in really light-handedly with our pencil, and we're going to map out all of our words and letters. What you're seeing is actually sped up, so I'm not going this fast. It's a pretty slow process. So now I'm just going to go in and fine tune and drop some things down and move things around a little bit. You could definitely, if you aren't that confident at eyeballing it, which I erase a lot, so it might have been better for me to do this, but you could go in and draw some really faint lines if you want, just for a guide, and then just erase them once you're done. I mostly just try to get it centered, and I try to line up all of those downward curves because this is a really bouncy font, so I just wanted all of those bottom curves to be on the same plane so that it looks all straight. Now we're just going to grab that 03 pen and we're going to trace over the pencil. And what we're going to be doing is called faux calligraphy. So in real calligraphy, they use either a brush pen or a calligraphy nib. And when you add pressure to those pens, it makes the ink release a lot faster. So on their downstrokes, when you're writing naturally downward on your paper, then you press harder and you add more pressure, and that makes those really thick, bold strokes that you'll see in calligraphy. So instead, we're going to fake it right here. Those pens can be really tricky to use, so this is just a way you can do it that you still get that look, but you don't have to use those pens. So we're just going through, and on those downward strokes, we're thickening them up, trying to make all of them look even. And as I was saying, those the brush pens are really cool, but they take a lot of practice to use, so I really like how you can use this form of it and you can still get that same look. Hopefully next year I will be good enough at it to do actual calligraphy. That would be really cool. You can see here how much that adds to it, just comparing it to the bottom word Christmas and then the Merry. Just looks really, really fancy. So before you go straight to the card, I definitely practiced a lot on just regular paper, and I picked out my font and the layout of it and everything before I did anything on this card. But since you are using pencil, it's really easy to correct any mistakes that you might make. Alright, so once you've done that, we're going to go back in with our eraser and just get rid of any pencil marks that are showing. Just be careful when you're doing this that your pen is dry. Of all the cards I made, this is the only time I had it smear on me, and it was that last S there. Alright, so now we're going to go in with our pencil and find the center of our page, and we're going to draw 3 roughly shaped ovals, like you can see right here. And then we're going to go in with that gold mustard colored pen, and we're just going to fill in the ovals, and we're also going to adjust the shape if we need to. And these are going to be our pine cones. So for some reason I liked how they looked not being completely filled in, so I left a little bit of white showing. Guess maybe it looks kind of like snow or something. Then I just erased any extra pencil right there. Alright, so now we're going in with our green marker. We're going to draw 5 like slightly curved lines. And these are going to be our fir branches. So same with this, I practiced a lot on paper first, and I just got the feel for what I wanted it to look like and kind of figured out my own style. Then you get comfortable and you can just do this freehand, because just from first glance at this card, it probably looks pretty intimidating to do, but when you break down all the little parts, it's actually really simple. Each one is really simple and anybody could do it. And it definitely doesn't have to be perfect. I decided that one needed to be a little longer and I needed to fill in some spots, so just making some small adjustments. Alright, now we're taking that Crayola sea green color marker and we're just going to add in some mistletoe branches. So as you can see, all these broken down are super simple, like I was saying. And as long as you practice a little bit and get the feel for what you want it to look like, you'll definitely be able to make some really pretty cards. Another fun thing about making your own cards was no 2 of these cards were exactly the same. I had this design layout in mind, but none of them were like the exact placing of leaves or anything like that was the same. So that was really fun. Alright, so once you've added in all those mistletoe, we're going to grab a red marker and we're just going to add in some holly berries. Not completely realistic to mistletoe branches, but I thought it needed some other colors in there, so I thought these added a really nice pop and kind of finished it off. The last step we're going to be doing is grabbing our 005 pen and adding some texture lines and details. So we're just going in on these pine cones and adding some scallop lines. Definitely defines the pine cone look there. And then we're doing the same thing, adding a little bit of texture to those mistletoe leaves. Alright, and there you have your very own Christmas card. So the last thing to do is add your name or your date or personalize it however you wish. So when I did our cards, I added our name either right under Christmas right there or at the very bottom. And all of them were different. Like I said, no 2 of them were the same. So some of them I did at the top and some I did at the bottom, some I had the year, some I didn't. So it's just kind of however you want to finish it up there. And now you know how to make your own Christmas card. I hope you all really enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have made your own Christmas cards, I would love to see pictures in the comments below. And also let me know if you'd like me to do the other 2 designs that I had done for this year. All right, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!